What the judges do, they pop the cap, they pour all the glasses, they put the bottle down, they recap it, they move it around, the steward moves it. If you got a bunch of yeast in the bottom of this, that's going to kick up. If you have a Hefeweizen or something like that, good for you. It's mixing together. If you have something that's supposed to have great clarity, like a Helles or something like along those lines, you're going to run into big problems. So ideally you want as little yeast in the bottle as possible unless the style calls for it. There's another solution here. You can also use bottling yeasts. These tend to be yeasts that are English-based, often called cask conditioning yeasts. And why are they good? They're good because neutral flavors, they're not going to add a flavor profile to your beer, and they flocculate to a solid sediment. What does that mean? Flocculation is yeast dropping out of a beer. Different yeasts drop differently. In fact, here's something interesting for you. We talk about lagers and ales being top fermenting versus bottom fermenting. What's the difference between top and bottom? It's actually simpler than you think. Both those yeasts work about the same, except that ale yeasts have sticky cell walls. So when they bud and reproduce, they form chains. And those chains are more likely to catch a CO2 bubble and rise to the top. Lager yeasts don't form those chains, stay individual, and the CO2 bubble goes right past them, and they tend to sit on the bottom. So it could be as simple as that. There's big differences between yeasts. So these bottling yeasts flocculate very well. That means when they're done carbonating your beer, they want to head to the bottom very quickly. They also have a certain characteristic that they kind of form like a cement when they hit the bottom. So not only is your yeast falling to the bottom, when the bottle is turned, it's not likely to kick up. To learn more on how to win a beer competition, please click the link below.